It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And headed out with him to make his first NFL start. A guy who knows a thing or two about playing in a great atmosphere. Their rookie quarterback from Tennessee.
Such an incredible amount of promise in this man and a lot of signs of hope since he went near the top of the draft this spring. We knew he was always going to get the start in his first career game, and this is the first step to beginning a new era for this franchise. And also that chip on his shoulder to prove that he should have been the #1 pick.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Setting up a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. From the red zone now. Looking for somewhere to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's got it! Had to lay out for it, but touchdown! The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll send him over right. Play action on 1st down. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this
Eligible
out.
receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Here we go, second and very long. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on first. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down. Looking for a throw here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Airing it out on first down. Brought in right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 13-0 lead. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. throwing now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They'll send out the punting unit. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll come out throwing. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Vacates quickly left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. Dialing up a receiver screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Another carry for him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Looking to the air here. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Receiver in motion going left. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Back to throw now. This one's caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Motioning the tight end now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got a man left. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll send him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They give it to him again. And he had a weak spot in that defense for a gain up to the 26. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They've got 1st down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. To throw here on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll throw it. It is caught left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now it's up north to Orlando for a look around the league. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. The Chiefs able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Bills with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Rolling out to his left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone cut.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Dolphins got it. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception with just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Looking slant route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell a quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game.
Dolphins 14.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning from the 18-yard line. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Cut out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
They're going play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Dumps it off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The vet in his 14th season, still knocking him through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run here from the gun. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 23. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Bengals football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give now from the gun. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. They're throwing it. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff now out of the gun. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 32. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. from the gun on third down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Play action on first down. Finds a man right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
They go play action here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Back to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up fourth and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this is the fifth time he's been called upon today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He fields it at his 43. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Pass play now. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Cut near the goal line. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 17.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. The return starts at the 18. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right?
Mike McDaniel jawing at the officials, and while he does so, he's going to
Previous
throw the
play
challenge
is under
flag too.
review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch
Yeah.
of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. Ball on the right hash. The distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
To number 87. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From midfield on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still inches to go on 3rd down. They're going play action. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Got to hurry this to the line. Here's 2nd and 2. Down to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Miami.